the ship. Bum, ba bum, jump the tree. Bum, ba bum, skip the rope. Bum, ba bum, look at me. All together now, all together now, all together now.
Hello, all my ghosts, ghouls, goblins, witches, and those in between. Happy Halloween. It is Miss Liz, and I am super excited to share with you all one of my most favorite Halloween picture books in all of Halloween Town. This book is called It's Raining Bats and Frogs, and it's written by Rebecca Colby. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do, because this book to me is magical. It's Raining Bats and Frogs. Every year, Delia looked forward to flying in the witch parade. This year was no different, despite the black clouds hovering overhead. "I think it's going to rain," said Delia. "Do you think it's going to rain?" "It looks like it." It did rain. Hard. The witches were wet and miserable. "It's raining on our parade," wailed one. "Positively pouring buckets," moaned another. That gave Delia an idea. Delia whipped out her wand and began to chant. "It's raining, it's pouring, but raindrops are boring. Change the rainfall on my head, make it cats and dogs instead." "Nice doggy. I never met a cat I didn't like." The witches were thrilled. At first. Then the parade came to an abrupt halt. "You call this a cat? Dog Nabbit, give me my broom back." You see him? He stole the witch's broom. "This will never do," said Delia, raising her wand a second time. "The raining and pouring may have been quite boring, but cats and dogs, they just don't work. They hiss and bark and go berserk. So change what's falling on my head, make it hats and clogs instead." Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? "Black hats, my favorite. A girl can never have too many shoes." The witches were overjoyed. At first. "That's my hat. No, that's my hat. I saw them first. Well, those are my shoes." Then the parade erupted into a free-for-all. Delia sighed. "What a big to-do," she said, waving her wand again. "The raining and pouring may have been quite boring, but hats and clogs just have to go, inciting fights, creating woe. So change what's falling on my head, make it bats and frogs instead." The witches were ecstatic. "Snack time, girls. Somebody grab a cauldron." Well, they were ecstatic. At first. "I've been slimed." "I don't think that's slime." "Ooh, if it's not slime, what is it?" "I think we know it's coming from those bats." "Bat poop." But then the witches became even more wet and miserable than before. "What should we do now?" wondered Delia. Delia had run out of ideas. "Gnats and bogs?" she mumbled to herself. "Mats and logs, rats and hogs." What would you try to make it rain? that rhymes? I don't know. The more Delia thought about it, the more she realized there was only one thing to do. With that, she raised her wand one last time and chanted, "The raining and pouring wasn't really boring, and bats and frogs just make a mess. They drop and plop and cause distress. So change what's falling on my head back to drops of rain instead." Thank goodness it's only water. A little rain never hurt anybody. The witches were relieved. The parade soon proceeded. And the longer it rained, the more excited the parade became. The floats began to float. The marching band learned synchronized swimming. And Delia and her friends tossed water balloons into the crowd. Everyone agreed. It was the best parade ever. Until the year it snowed. The end. That was It's Raining Bats and Frogs, written by Rebecca Colby. I hope this book was more trick than treat this Halloween, and I hope you have a safe, great holiday. We'll see you soon at the library. Bye.